Hey guys, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Real Housewives of Miami, Season 6, Episode 1 review. Yes, Miami is back in full effect, and the ladies did not disappoint. I must say, I was very pleased with the season premiere episode. Want to let you guys know that next week I have a 2-part interview with Kiki Jabbar from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Part 1 will be airing on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Let me tell y'all, this is a good interview. Y'all know I don't be hyping stuff up and lying to y'all. I asked the tough questions, honey. She was very outright and honest from what I believe about, some things. And we went there. It was a long interview. That's why it is 2 hours. And yeah, you guys are going to love this interview. Okay, so make sure you guys tune in next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. All right, let's get into this season premiere review of Real Housewives of Miami. So let me say this. Watching this episode really makes me want to move to Miami. And I'm really thinking about it because I've always wanted to live somewhere where it's hot all year around. And I think that being in Miami would just make me very, very happy. So we'll see where God takes me. But anywho, so Alexia, we find out in the beginning of the episode, did not like the fact that Todd gave Anthony an apology, a public apology on social media that lasted 9 minutes. Yeah, it was very awkward. And he did not tell her about it beforehand, because if he would have told her, she would have told him not to do it publicly, and it didn't need to be 9 minutes. It was very weird. Lisa and Lenny still aren't divorced, and she's contesting the prenup as she should. I don't even see why are we in trial? You seen proof on the television show that this man was cheating on me, and I had no idea. He admitted it on camera on a hot mic. Like, you've seen the way he's treated me in public. You see that he was cheating and with the lady that he was cheating on me with. And had this heifer in my house. Give me my money, Judge. Come on now. Don't even play with me. But she got her new boo thing named Jody. He's very smart, businessman, all of that good stuff. So very happy for her. He's been very supportive of her, even though he can't wait till this is over. But he understands because he himself has been divorced as well. Nicole and Anthony, last year sold their home for a big amount of money. And they just bought a $21 million waterfront home that they're about to renovate. So she was like, with that, my child, my career, renovating this house, girl, I ain't thinking about no wedding right about now. And I don't think Anthony going nowhere. I don't really see that relationship crumbling or anything like that. But yeah, Anthony and Nicole over there doing the damn thing. Nicole, if you watch my reviews, girl, Anthony got a brother or cousin that's equally as rich, a business associate. Like, let them know I said what's up, okay? So Guerdy stops by while they're over at the house, and they step outside and they talk. And Nicole says that, she talked to Larsa after the reunion, and that they both agree that they had said some very mean things to each other. And Guerdy like, oh, that's good for y'all. But now me and her are into it, because Guerdy called Larsa fake when she did the interview on Virtuality's podcast, which I listen to every week. And apparently Larsa sent her a text confronting her or whatever, and she was like, girl, I got bigger fish to fry. I ain't even thinking about that right now. And Nicole like, what's going on? So she was like, I went to the doctor, I went to see my gyno, and she said I need to have a biopsy. And so Nicole was just like, her being an anesthesiologist, she was like, don't get yourself all worked up. It could be this, it could be that, but just chill. So Martina is at her home with Julia. Julia has cut her hair, and I love this haircut on her. It looks so pretty. It makes her look fresh and young and like revived. Martina is waiting to eat. She has lost a lot of weight. She's lost 20 pounds. She had throat and breast cancer at the same time, and she beat it. Congratulations to Martina. Like, God bless her. And Julia says that, she spoke to Alexia. Alexia had been calling, checking on Martina when she was going through her treatments and everything. And she says, she invited me out to have drinks or dinner, and I'm going to test the waters with her and see what we can, do with this. Cause remember last season, Alexia was a biz naive to, Julia. She really honestly was. Like, she was just terrible all way around last season. Like, she was actually, like, I think the most hated last season. We could not stand Alexia, and I still don't. Alexia, Marisol, and Kiki have drinks. I love me some Kiki. She is absolutely stunningly beautiful, and I cannot wait till she start rocking that haircut, honey. Kiki, when they toast, because Marisol likes to call her drinks cockies. And Kiki was like, let's toast to having many cocks. And in her confessional, she gonna say, I'm always gonna try different cocks. I'm a strong believer in living life to the fullest. And I was like, girl, back in my younger days, I would have been right there with you, girl. So Alexia says she feels bad for how things went down during the reunion and that she wants to hold herself accountable to get the girls together. Everyone except for Adriana. Not I want to hold myself accountable for being a horrible person, but you want to hold yourself accountable to getting all the girls together. By Alexia. I feel like Alexia is coming back this season trying to redeem herself because she know that she looked absolutely crazy last season and everybody was dogging her on social media. And the fact that she came to their reunions trying to stand 10 toes down knowing she was wrong was absolutely pathetic and stupid. And I just can't deal with it. And she's still mad at Adriana for what she said about Frankie. The girl apologized. It was the wrong choice of words. But she says that after the reunion, that Adriana accused Alexia of saying a transphobic comment at some point. And I was like, ooh, well, yeah, that would take you back 10 steps. Marisol makes it clear that she does not want to solve anything with Adriana. She still called herself being mad because Adriana talked to her ex or whatever. And I was like, Marisol, don't nobody care about your frail, drunk tail. Like, girl, I don't care. I really honestly do not care because you're mean as well too. You a mean, bitter, frail, skinny, drunk. Like, girl, sitting up here looking like Skeletor. No. So Lisa, we see her leaving court. They had a hearing to determine how much Lenny would have to give her in temporary support. That was pretty much all that we learned about that whole situation, and that it's still ongoing. Julia meets with Alexia at this dope pink rooftop building that I need to go to next time I go to Miami. And they actually are getting along. They're having drinks, they're laughing with one another. And Alexia in her confessional says, I feel like Adriana influenced her to basically stay away from me or to keep them apart from one another. I can't say yes or no. I really honestly can't because based off what we saw last season, you did that on your own. You caused your own drama with Julia. Adriana didn't have anything to do with the way that you treated her. So I really can't agree with that. Then after that, Alexia says, she invites Julia to her event and says that she's inviting all the girls. And when Julia asks her, even Adriana, she was like, nah, because Marisol and Steve are coming and she has her own thing with her. Not being upfront and saying that, yeah, I got my issues with her still too. She basically tried to pin it all on Marisol. So Julia at that point then takes it upon herself to encourage her to invite Adriana despite, Marisol's issues with her, because she tells Alexia that she feels like she takes on pretty much other people's beefs. And I agree with that. But once again, I think that her and Marisol are just on their own, to be honest with you. That just is what it is. So Alexia promises Julia that she's going to talk to Adriana. Literally 24 hours later, her and Adriana meet up. Adriana arrives waving a white flag. And Alexia don't know what that mean. I was like, I see why they call you the Cuban Barbie child, because everything is plastic and ain't nothing up there at the top of your head. Adriana also wearing this denim outfit with the peace sign and everything on it. It was very cute. It was very, niche. And Alexia confronts her about the comments she made on social media, accusing her of saying something transphobic. And Adriana was like, yeah, after you went in on me again on social media, referring to the Frankie situation. So at this point, Adriana points out that, I've never done anything to hurt you. Like, this is the first time me and you ever had like a straight up problem. And for you to like just go in like that on me was crazy. So Alexia says that she would have apologized about, the guy that Adriana was dating being married if he wouldn't have came at her the way that he did. And I'm like, girl, but you slandered this man's name on national television thinking you knowing something, didn't know nothing. Like, you deserved what you got. Sorry. Like, no. Absolutely not. And this is why I don't believe anything that come out of Alexia's mouth, because she still don't think she in the wrong for the stuff that she do. But in the end, Alexia fake tears up and ends up inviting Adriana to her little soiree. So 2 days later, we see her FaceTime Marisol and tells her that Adriana know about the party. Why would you wait till the day of? Why would you wait till the day of to tell this lady that this girl is coming? Like, oh my God. So Marisol say she don't want to be bothered. So Alexia was like, I need you here because Ty didn't want to be there. And she started crying. And I don't even know if it was real tears coming out of her eyes or not. I really don't think that there were. And she says that he said he's going to be uncomfortable because they're going to bring up his apology video to Anthony. Okay, you can't make fun of yourself. You look stupid. It was kind of weird. Okay, get over it. You going to leave your wife hanging? I think you just didn't want to be bothered. Now, mind you, when she mentioned to him earlier that she was going to have this event, he told her he would be there, which is messed up. So Marisol was like, I might be there, I might not. I don't know if I'm coming, Bernie. So I thought that was kind of weak, though. Like, because how old are you? You older than everybody on this show. You don't know how to be in a room with somebody you don't like. So Julia, Adriana, and Kiki ride together. And Kiki asks Adriana how everything went when she met with Alexia. And Adriana was like, I'm happy we were able to move to this point, but I feel like she judges me. Like, I'm up here and like she's up here and I'm down here. But what would Alexia be without Todd? Todd's material things enable Alexia to feel like she's better than some of us because she's in a higher financial according to her situation. And Julie was like, I'm not really sure. She was with her wealthy husband before. And Adriana was like, he wasn't that wealthy. And I was like, dang, Adriana. Now, Adriana, you are starting. And even Julia in her confessional was like, she was annoyed because here I am trying to make sure y'all on, one accord and you already talking more trash. And it's just like, why make up with her if you still got stuff to say? And why didn't you say this to her face when y'all had y'all little one-on-one? So I'm looking at Adriana like, okay, stop trying to create mess. If you still feeling some type of way, talk to her about that. So Liza, aka Larsa, and her teen dream boyfriend Marcus arrive. Marcus Jordan. And I'm just looking at them like, what is going on here? They up here dressed alike. He looking like a metrosexual. And I'm like, child, this just is so weird. It's like a boy kissing his mom. And it's just like, I don't care how much filler you get in your face. It's still saggy. And now it's starting to look lumpy and you look weird, bro. So Julia arrives looking gorgeous. That dress fit her like a glove. Like, I don't know if Julia lost a little bit of weight because, of course she was never big or anything like that, but it looked like she slimmed down a little bit. And that haircut, she just looks so pretty. Adriana come walking in dressed like a cheap and tawdry flamingo. Her outfit was god awful. Lisa and her boo arrive, and we find out that he actually lives in Adriana's old house. Guerdy and Nicole and their spouses arrive, and I love Guerdy's outfit. She looks so pretty. And right when she walk in, Larsa had just gotten done telling the girls how Guerdy had said she was fake. So when Guerdy walks in, she speaks to everybody, including Larsa. She was like, hey, or whatever, and spoke to her. Larsa spoke back. Marcus did one of these. Like, look at her like, yeah, she fake. Like, I peep. And so Guerdy goes on about her business. Now, this is my thing, which I will agree with Larsa. You on podcast saying I'm the most fakest out of the group, but then when you see me, it's, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? That is fake. It's fake, Guerdy. So you got to own it. You got to own it. So, at one point, Larsa was like, let me go see what Guerdy talking about. And her and Marcus go over there to her. And let me just tell y'all, that soured my stomach. Because I'm looking at Marcus like, oh, you like stuff like this. You like her being messy. Because what grown man gonna follow her over there to watch her confront some chick about saying she fake? And then Larsa trying to turn up and be all rah-rah. You call me fake. I ain't never said in front of him trying to check Guerdy. That really pissed me off. Because Larsa low-key thinks she black, child. And it just all was very icky to me. It's like, you Michael Jordan's son. And this is what you have reduced your life to, bruh. You are a disappointment. I know Michael just be in the house punching the air like Cuba Gooding Jr. and Boys in the Hood, child. Oh my God. I know he like, where did we go wrong? So Guerdy like, look, I ain't got time for this, girl. No, can't do it. And she walks off. And Larsa gonna say in her confession, you can call me a B, but I'm not fake. Girl, everything about you is fake. Your hair, your face, your nose, your breasts, your arms, your stomach, your butt, your thighs, your nails, your teeth. Everything about you is fake, girl. You got a whole body transformation. You are a whole new person. That's why I call you Liza. You are no longer Larsa Pippen. You are Liza Minnelli. Like, girl, what are you talking about? You are a robot, child. Girl, please. So Marisol arrives with her fake husband, because remember they had a spiritual wedding. They ain't even married for real, child. Julia in her confession was like, I think Marisol is the problem in our group. She stirs the pot and creates chaos and then hides her hand. I agree. She does bring negative energy, but it's still needed for the show, no matter how much I disdain her. So Nicole, brand new ostrich Lady Dior purse, gets burned, and my heart dropped for her, because she said she just bought it. It was brand new. I'm like, thank God you can afford to get you another, but who wants to do that? Because now the resale value gonna go down. Alexia would have to run me my money or whoever knocked it into the fire. So Alexia stand up in front of everybody and read this dumb speech about starting over, and I just wanted to kick her in her back. And so Alexia was like, everyone is wondering where Todd is, and so am I. And everybody was looking, because it was like, okay, awkward. And she was like, no worries, we're not getting a divorce. He was feeling some kind of way. And Anthony, I don't want you to think it was because of you. And Anthony was like, no, I'm cool. I appreciate it, the apology. So then Alexia thanks Marisol for coming. Baby, Julia was ready. Julia was like, I'm actually surprised to see you here. You didn't want to be here tonight. And Marisol was like, Alexia called me crying and said Ty wasn't going to be here and she needed me. Julia says, I'm here to also heal my best friend, but you are here to harm your best friend. Marisol says, you're saying weird-ish. I'm trying to harm my best friend. Alexia, please speak. Alexia stood there. Alexia was on mute. And in her confessional, Alexia says, sometimes I feel you have to fight your own battles, because I think she is starting to realize that Marisol do pull her into a lot of drama. And I guess she's trying to, be on this personality makeover and redeem herself. So she's trying to stay out of the drama this season to gain her fans back. So Julia says, you have this selfish attitude where you put Alexia in this situation where she'd have to choose. You said you wouldn't be here tonight if Adriana was. You are the problem in this group, whether you like it or not. I agree, Julia. So Alexia leaves the room with the guys. It was like, now you see why Ty didn't want to be here. And I was like, dang, you just left your homegirl in there to the wolves. Now, let me tell you something. If the roles were reversed, Alexia would lose her ish on Marisol. Marisol would be apologizing for the next 10 years because of that. I thought that was wrong. Now, it's one thing to let her fight her own battles, but you just straight up left her in there with a group of girls that you know don't really F with her outside of Larsa, for real. Yeah, that was dirty. So Guerdy starts screaming, stop, like, this is ridiculous. She goes out onto the balcony and she's like shaking up. So her husband leaves the guys and go and check on her. And she was like, I can't take this. Like, I got to go home. And she's crying. So as she's leaving, Nicole stops her and was like, what's going on? Like, are you okay? She was like, yeah, I'm fine. She was like, are you okay? She was like, yeah, I'm fine. Here come Larsa all up in her face. I never said anything about you, and you sitting up here saying I'm fake. This girl shaking and crying, and Guerdy was just like, Larsa, let me talk to you. She pulled her off to the side, and she was like, I'm going to need you. When I ask for you, come for me. And she's like, what are you talking about? She was like, listen, when I ask for you, just come for me. I'm going to need you. And she was like, okay. And everybody's wondering, like, what is going on? Like, why is she shaking? Why is she crying? Why is she saying this? And unbeknownst to them, the day before, Guerdy was at the park with Russell and their kids, and she's sitting down on at a picnic table and talking to Russell about how she got the phone call saying that it was invasive, which means that, she in fact has cancer. She doesn't want to say the word. And so her mind is trying to wrap around the fact that I am being diagnosed with breast cancer. So yeah, I would have been frazzled too. I wouldn't have even been able to show up the next day, to be honest with you. Cause when I found out my news, I was in the bed, okay, in the fetal position. So God bless Guerdy. She's done with her chemo and radiation treatments. Thank God. And I pray that she's in remission and that it's all cleared up and gone and everything. And I just really can't wait to see how the ladies are going to rally around her and support her, who's really going to be there for her. Because, yeah, we on a reality show and we got to have a drama. But, like, this is way bigger than any of this nonsense and foolishness. And I don't even know if mentally I could have even continued to participate, because I've been and choked somebody. You playing with me while I'm going through life or death situation. Like, I ain't got time for this little petty stuff. No, I'm good. But one thing I can say, her and Nicole are best friends. Nicole was there for her 100%, which is really good, really good. And I'm pretty sure that Julia and Martina was as well as Adriana, I believe. But the season premiere episode of Real Housewives of Miami was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was really good catching up with the ladies. I'm gonna give the season premiere episode a B+. It was really good. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about the episode. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.